Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Off the Record with
Judah
and Kirk. Today we are talking about
Iron Man. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
No.
Anyway, we are diving into the 2026 Iron Man series, helmed by Joshua Williamson as writer and Carmen Carnero as the artist. I, if you haven't gathered from our comic stacks, like reading things Joshua Williamson writes. Not only because he is writing one of the top 5 Superman runs ever presently, but also because he's a fantastic writer. I love his work on Flash. I really enjoy his Robin and some of his other big events he's done for DC, Justice League versus Suicide Squad, his work on DC KO and Night Fight. So I really like Joshua Williamson.
I agree.
And I saw Joshua Williamson's name on a Marvel book in January of this year, and I said, I have to buy that.
Yes, please.
And then I read the first issue, and I was like, meh, but it's Joshua Williamson, so I'm going to buy the first 6 issues.
Yep.
And then I did that. And now we're here to talk about the first 6 issues, which are so lovingly being collected in a trade, which is going to be the final order cutoff date. It's not out yet. The final order cutoff date is August 17th, which is like
a couple days away at the time that this is posted.
A couple days away, like a week away at the time this is recorded. Like 1 day away at the time it will be released. But it is a mixed bag. I like Iron Man, but I recognize, especially in the comic space, I'm not an Iron Man fan because I like the Iron Man I saw on the big screen as a kid.
Yeah.
And I think I could say the same for Kirk because we both grew up watching MCU stuff. We love Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark. It's a fantastic casting. It's a fantastic portrayal of the character in media. I think the only other Iron Man piece of media I consumed was the show where he was a teenager, Armored Adventures. I really liked that show.
I did too.
It's super awesome. And so this was really like my first Iron Man comic, which is crazy because I've read a lot of comics. Marvel, DC, the whole shebang.
Yeah, it is definitely saying something for you.
It is definitely saying something for me that this is a first. And so I picked up issue 1 of this and I read it and I was like, okay, I need to read that again because I didn't feel anything. I didn't think anything. It just kind of existed.
Yeah.
I read it. It happened. I know what happened in the book, but there was I was like, this doesn't feel like it was written by Joshua Williamson because I'm not thinking about something. I don't feel anything, any connection to the character, any like start of an arc or anything. Like it was just kind of odd. It felt very sanitized and maybe a little overly edited, but it is a Marvel book. And every Marvel book, even the good ones right now, are very heavy editorial interference. Ask a Spider-Man fan, But I read the first issue, and then I was like, Kirk, read this. And I think Kirk pretty much enjoyed the first issue. I think the first time he read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, that's enough of the background of us talking about what's actually happening in the book and us talking about the before, because then we'll get to our thoughts over the whole piece after we discuss the summary.
Yes.
So, here's what happened. Tony Stark, right? Tony Stark built Iron Man in a cave with a box of scraps,
Gotta play that clip now.
Yeah, we gotta play that clip. Put that image on screen. But AIM has been trying to make their own Iron Man, basically. And they can't quite figure out how. Because, they're getting these brilliant geniuses and they just can't do like Tony Stark did.
Yeah.
And Madame Masque kind of comes to the realization that maybe it's not the Iron Man part that makes Iron Man special. Maybe it's the Tony Stark part.
No way.
Yeah. And maybe if somebody's given similar circumstances and they're pushed to their very limit back against the wall, they can come up with something equally as unique and powerful, but for AIM, for the use of and force of AIM.
Right.
So that's kind of our setup for the story. We open on a failed attempt at AIM. Then we cut to Tony. Tony's saving the day. He's doing everything. He's flying around. It's great. He goes to this gala thing. I don't think it's the Stark Expo, but it's something similar.
Like, yeah.
And he's giving an award away. That's like, I think it's like Stark Award to the most brilliant inventor that is inventing something that's changing the world. Obviously, this is disrupted by AIM. and Madame Masque, and we see Iron Man come into the picture, have to deal with that. They kidnap the guy that won the award, and they get away. And then we randomly, in this action sequence, get a cut to Citizen V, who literally doesn't show up except for one panel in the first issue and the rest of the series so far. So that's fun. I mentioned that because I'm a major Thunderbolts fan, like classic OG Thunderbolts. And so I was rather confused that we just, like, I don't know, I guess he was just there, or that was set up for something, but nothing ever came of it.
Yeah. Which, that's a theme.
That's a theme. Yeah, because at the end of the first issue, which we're about to finish summarizing, Iron Man is out in the desert and he's working on some stuff because he's about to go find this guy because, like, this is his mission now. And I think he's on the phone with Captain America or something, and they finish their conversation. And then we cut to Captain America's end, and he's with the Avengers, and they're like, Tony Stark's a problem, or something, and we're going to have to fix it, And that nothing ever comes of that so far.
Not until the very end.
Not until the very last issue.
Yeah.
Yes. So pick up second issue. Iron Man is looking around, trying to find this guy. Not very much happens in the second issue, except for at the end he finds MODOK, and we get to see MODOK in his swimmies, in a hot tub with a bunch of hot chicks because MODOK, good on you, man, I guess. But then we find out AIM is doesn't like MODOK anymore and is coming to attack him.
Yeah.
So we open issue 3 with Iron Man and MODOK teaming
really
up.
quickly, somewhere in issue 2, we also get a very confusing scene of Iron Man and I believe it was Captain America again, just fighting alongside each other. Like there wasn't a bunch of suspicion like a couple of pages prior. If you're reading this as the trade, which is quite a tonal shift.
Oh, it is.
And it was really weird. And this is kind of where, for me, you mentioned earlier that I'm more or less enjoyed the first issue. Okay, it seems like it's setting up a lot of stuff that could be interesting. But then kind of off the bat with the second issue, they're like, actually, we're not doing that anymore. And that's where I was like,
what?
Okay, so what's the whole point of this volume then? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what's the moral of this story, guys?
Yeah.
What's the point of all of this? And that very much colors the rest of my thoughts on this.
Yes. The issues in this volume kind of meander. They are not really one contiguous story, but they are one contiguous story, and it's pretty rough. It's so weird because I feel like Joshua Williamson is a very talented writer. I really like a lot of his work, independent, a lot of the stuff he's done for DC. I know this is his first foray into the Marvel Universe. I would like to see him work on some other characters. Maybe if he has a more fleshed out plan for them and maybe more fleshed out arcs. And maybe they kind of rushed this because Joshua Williamson's a big name. Yeah. Marvel needed a boost at January. Maybe they rushed this. Maybe if this was given time for scripts to, have maybe a second or third pass at, we could have gotten something a lot better. But it meanders. So in the middle, issue 3, MODOK, Iron Man fight AIM. We find out that freaking Fixer and Madame Masque are pushing the dude that they kidnapped to the limit to become the next evil Iron Man, basically.
Yeah.
And then I think at the end of issue 3 is where he figures out where they are. Because in issue 4, we get a little flashback to him and Madame Masque. And then we get him going to confront them. And then it revealed that they've already pushed the guy and he's kind of an evil bad guy now. And then in issue 5, we get the fight between Iron Man, Fixer, this guy, Madame Masque, and AIM.
Yeah. And it's important to note that there are a number of people who are trapped in similar situations that AIM is trying to get similar results out of.
Yes, this is right.
And so there's kind of a breakout scene.
Yeah, and Iron Man has to free them.
Yeah.
And so we kind of do that, and all of the stuff that's kind of not... There's a lot of stuff set up. There's the primary stuff that's set up that makes up this arc is wrapped up in issue 5.
Yeah.
And if we're just talking about the first 5 issues of this series, we'd be done. And I would tell you that it sucks. Yes. And that you shouldn't read it.
Agreed.
Now, then issue 6 had to just come out of nowhere and be probably one of the best Marvel issues of the entire year. Because Joshua Williamson decided to flex his muscles and gave us a really fun Iron Man Spider-Man team-up that revolves around Osborn and the Iron Patriot. and is just really great. Like,
yeah.
it is a very fantastic... If I was going to recommend you to just read a standalone Iron Man Spider-Man team-up, I would recommend you issue 6.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. You don't really need to have the prior context for this run. It doesn't really rely too heavily on it. And it's just really well written. We get, like... It starts with an interview sequence with S.H.I.E.L.D. interviewing Spider-Man and Iron Man and Norman Osborn for their perspectives. And then we get... each of their perspectives, which is really great. It's well done. The art slightly changes for each of them, and elements of events slightly change for each of them too, which is really fun and it's just a really creative thing to do. I really
enjoyed this issue.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Carmen Carnero just killing it on the art.
Yeah. All the way across, by the way.
All the way across.
The story, where
story
it fails, it fails. But the art was always there to at least give you something interesting
to look at. Yeah, to keep you engaged, I will say that. So we just get this fantastic issue, and then we get to the end of it, and we get another the Avengers may think Iron Man is a threat, and they're sending a war machine after him. And now it's been, I don't know, 3-4 months since issue 6 or something now. I'm gonna catch up with the series. I heard some exciting news about the series from San Diego Comic-Con. We'll see what comes of it. I like Joshua Williamson as a writer. I know he has some slow starts on some series, but generally he's just great all the way through. So the rough start of this,
I really think much of what was rough about it was that tonal shift between issues 1 and 2. Because if you cut out everything in the middle and you had just issue 1, issue 6, and then whatever comes after that, it seems like, and I haven't read anything after 6, it's only been a couple of months. So only, maybe 3 issues would have been out
I think 3 issues are right.
Then it seems like from issue 6 they were going to pick up that distrust with the Avengers.
And that's more
side
an
of it.
Interesting thing too. I think both of us.
Yeah, very interesting, and I would love to kind of see where that goes. And if you just cut out everything in the middle and stuck with that, it'd be good. But it kind of just didn't make sense that they're suspicious of him, but also kind of letting him do whatever he wants through these 6 issues, only to randomly and suddenly just be right back on the ball with it at the end of issue 6.
Yeah.
It just kind of doesn't make any sense. So again, cut out everything in the middle. Maybe even what was in the middle would have been good if it was actually allowed to stand on its own without these 2 bookends here dragging it down.
Yes, I feel that. Because I feel like the first issue isn't bad. It's not a bad first issue. It's just a meh first issue. And then, like I said, issue 6 just blew my socks off. Yeah. And if I'm going to rank top 5 Marvel issues of the year so far, and I doubt Marvel will surpass it with the whatever 5 months left of the year, that's in the top 5, So it's just really weird to go from garbage to peak. It's just very dissonant all over the place. But I really hope that I'm going to continue reading this, probably not through getting the issues, probably through waiting for collections or reading digitally. But I'm going to continue reading this, and I really hope that Joshua Williamson locks in, because like I said, he's one of my favorite writers. I read a lot of his work. I really like what he's doing on Superman right now. Very excited for Kingdom of Zod, which, as of the release of this video, the first 2 issues of Kingdom of Zod will have been released in comic shops, so go check those out. If this is a Saturday, go to your comic shop, get those first 2 issues. Kingdom of Zod is going to be a peak event. It's going to be better than whatever's going on in the Batman line. But honestly, this disappointed me. I was very disappointed by this. I think overall,
I thought going in that this is what was going to get me into Marvel stuff, and it's just pushed me further away for the most part.
Yeah, I feel that for 100%. I feel that. Overall, I think if I'm rating this in its totality, it's 3 stars. If issue 6 didn't exist, I would give this 2 stars. Issue 6 alone is is so fantastic.
Yeah.
That it raises this entire kind of garbage heap up a star. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Kirk?
Yeah, I'm a little higher than you because I do just like Iron Man as a character more than you probably. So I'm giving this one my average probably around 2.5 stars. But that last issue was 4.5. Issue 6 is peak.
It's really
you
fantastic.
Really should just go read issue 6 on its own sometime because it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. It is really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, we're doing more of the short form stuff, a little less summary, a little shorter. Tell us in the comments down below if you like it. Give us any suggestions for Iron Man stuff to read. Because, I don't really know where to start. Like other Marvel characters, it's like, oh, if you want to read Hulk Gray and then pick up Peter David. It's like very simple. But Iron Man, I'm like, I could start with Armor Wars. I could start with Extremis. I don't know.
And I really do like Iron Man as a character, so I want to know where a good place to start would be, because again, Iron Man is just awesome. Iron Man growing up MCU, that's it for me. That is the thing that I love. And so having a good spot to start off in comics would be really fun. And we are going to get more into some Marvel stuff on this podcast. We're probably going to have it'll be more of a long form video, but a big Captain America video coming up soon. I got the Alan Gratz Captain America Ghost Army. It's a graphic novel, not a bunch of comics collected. It's a graphic novel, but I thought it was really good. I'll have Judah read it, and we're gonna also look through. I got a bunch of older Captain America comics as well. I think
we're gonna talk about Winter Soldier from Ed Brubaker, and then the Chip Zdarsky first volume. So we're gonna have a mega Captain America video coming up, which is very exciting. If you haven't already, I know this is the end of the video. If you stuck around for this long, man, give us a like, because clearly you enjoyed this, because you made it 16 minutes.
Or you're a masochist.
Or you're a masochist, in which case, good on you. And dislike the video if you're a masochist. And leave us, like I said, comment down below any Marvel stuff, any DC stuff, any stuff overall you want us to cover. And as well, share this video with your friends if you enjoy it. Spread the word about us. We're a little tiny YouTube channel, and with your support and help, you could make us big.
Or at least bigger than our 55 subscribers.
Yes, that's true.
Can we hit 100 by the end of the year? Is the real 100 question.
By the end of the year would be peak.
Would be.
But with that being said, Kirk, can you give us a beverage shout out?
No, I can't think of anything because all I have in front of me is sweet tea.
If you're drinking orange juice, shout out to you. Because I don't know why you're drinking orange juice. There's plenty of sun to get out in presently. And probably when you listen to this video. So get out in the sun. But if you're vitamin C deficient, if you're vitamin D deficient, go outside.
Hey,
get in the sun and drink a cup of orange juice.
Orange juice is good. I love
orange juice. Is good. I don't know why we had this whole diatribe about orange juice.
Who's we?
I had the whole diatribe about orange juice. With that being said, good morning,
good evening,
and good night. God bless.